Just in time.
Well, ho, and hello, everybody, and welcome to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and where you can come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm your girl, Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because I love me some tea per. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I am drinking water today because hydration is important. But if I wasn't drinking, if I was drinking something else, which I could have went and got something to drink, but I didn't, I'd be drinking it out of my cup mug. And you can get your cup mug at lanagscreations.etsy.com, where we do ship internationally and domestically in the US. So there are no excuses.
Look
And
at
I'm
her.
look at her. She's adorbs. She's great. And we have other adorbs and great things. So check us out. And there's no excuses. Get it. And hey, Logan, welcome to Reindeer Games.
I'm ready to deck the balls. Oh no, I meant halls. I'm so sorry. I'm ready to jingle the balls. No, the bells. I'm so sorry, Lana. I'm ready to ho it up.
Ho it up, baby.
That worked. We'll go with it. I had a bunch more planned. I'm just gonna go with that. Anyway, hi. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. I'm very excited to be here for Reindeer Games because I will have my moment in a second. But I am not drinking out of my cup mug today because I needed a bit more coffee than my cup mug would allow me to have at any given time. But I am using my beautiful lion mug from San Diego Zoo. I've got a little bit of coffee left here, and I have water because hydration is very important. But I am so excited to talk about these reindeer games. And Lana, I didn't think I would be.
This is what I said at the beginning of the last time podcast we did. I did by myself because I was like, "Oh, we're talking about this." I didn't care who was with me. We were talking about this.
I was working, so
I was like, "Well, guess what? I guess I'm doing it on my own." But Logan is here now, and you know what, Logan? I think since you missed the first episode, I think you should have your moment, honey, and talk about it.
I think I should as well. So.
This is your moment! Have it!
I am so entertained by this. And I understand that this cast is a lot of people we see all the time come back for Big Brother things. I don't even care. This has been such a pleasant surprise for me when it comes to things in the Big Brother universe. Brittany Haynes is a confessional icon like I knew she would be 11 years after she was on television. Incredible. Taylor Hale, an icon. We knew that. Danielle Reyes back on my TV, period. And also, I have to say, Josh Martinez.
Period.
Josh Martinez. And I will say Frankie Grande as well, because I find him pleasant enough to deal with. X great. Franzel.
Not bad this time. Very palatable.
Cameron went home first. But no, love this. Challenge equity? Hello? What is happening, Lana? Loved it. Loved episode 1. And I'm so excited to talk about episode 2 because, and apparently we are in store for another great episode tomorrow at the time that we're filming this, because apparently episode 3, from what these cast members are saying, episode 3 is an all-time Big Brother episode. And I'm just like, what?
I am just still stunned that we are getting this kind of content from a Reindeer Games, from this amazing cast. Like, honestly, if you do, I want them to do Reindeer Games and then Valentine's Games.
Someone said Cupid Games on...
Games, yeah.
I like the idea, but the person that I saw tweet about, and I don't remember who it was, I'm so sorry, I would reference who it was, but I didn't. It was in a passing tweet. It was, their concept was showmances that didn't work. And I'm like, no, God, no. Because the last thing I want to see is Jackson Mickey trying to, being back on my television screen, because I want him as far away from Holly as humanly possible.
I don't think they would bring them back because of how toxic it got afterwards.
Yes.
I mean, but people like a Taylor Joseph,
if you're going to bring back parts of showmances, I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't mind seeing Holly again.
I mean,
She wouldn't be my first, second, or third pick. But if she was on the cast, I'd be like, you know what? Work Holly. Like, sure.
I mean, are we just going to bring parts of people back? Sure. But it would be more entertaining with showmances that didn't work. Like, let's see the Matt Raven. Bring Raven back with Matt.
God.
That would be crazy.
Could you imagine Raven back on Big Brother?
But
it would be so entertaining.
It would be so entertaining. But
with her GPA and dance, I would love to see her. But I would love like a beach games. I don't know.
Summers. I mean,
this format.
4th of July games. I don't know. Give me something.
We'll go full America then. Sure. You know, Halloween games.
Yes. Spooky.
Honestly, if we're not going to get OTT coming back, which we're never going to get OTT again.
No, we're not.
If we're going to get spinoffs like this, I support it. If we're going to keep a similar concept to this, I support it.
I mean, we're constantly going to get new players every season that you can always bring back and mix them in with the older players. So I feel like it can constantly go. Give me Reindeer Games every season and I'll be happy.
Give me, I don't know, bring back Allison.
Yeah?
Like Allison in this would be so lovely. Who else would be really lovely? Helen. Helen would be lovely.
Bring Howard back.
Bring her back. Bring Howard back. Sure. Who else? Oh my God. They really missed an opportunity to bring back Jocasta for Reindeer Games. Imagine
Jocasta. Give those
Angie Rockstar.
Yes, I was about to say
it, and I'll say it again.
Bring Rockstar. Bring Haley back.
Totally. And you know, for something like this, I wouldn't be upset at seeing Fessy.
Annalise, I wouldn't mind seeing her. I wouldn't be that
upset. Who else? Look, Michael would have been lovely to see.
Lovely. Bring
Brittany. Absolutely.
Jessica Milagros.
Oh, my queen. Oh, my queen. Oh, bring back Kemi and Ovi.
Period.
Oh, we might have to fan cast. I'm not saying we're doing it, but anyway, Reindeer Games. Very excited. And the one thing I didn't bring up in my moment where I had it, the format of this, I didn't know what to expect going in. None of us did.
No.
I really like this format.
Me too.
Because it feels very like Drag Race coded in a way where it's like mini challenge, maxi challenge, lip sync. Yeah, but it's Naughty and Nice, Jingle Bell Brawl, Santa Showdown. Like, I like that there's a logical progression every episode. We're getting an elimination every episode. The actual Reindeer Games is only 4 people out of this cast. Like, I think they were really smart with the way that they did this. And 2 episodes in, I'm hooked.
Yeah,
and I didn't think I would be.
I was seated episode 1. I was like, absolutely.
Well, Danielle Reyes, Brittany Haynes, and Taylor Hale back on my TV. I was gonna be seated.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh my God, the duo of Brittany and Danielle. I never knew I needed this duo in my life.
Yep.
And I feel, in the words of Jocasta, now I just get to receive.
Right.
I am receiving the gift of Danielle Reyes and Brittany Haynes aligning. And it's warmed my heart.
My whole spirit and soul.
And I love that we start out this episode with them talking, okay, well, how do we break up this duo of Cody and Frankie? Because, we're the most athletic, competitive challenge beast.
Tallest.
So tall. They have this. I never realized until seeing them in the same space together that they both share the same sort of sense of humor and the same sort of approach to the game. And I think that's why I've been big fans of both of them for so long. is, and I never realized until now that like they do approach things in a very similar way.
Right.
If that was the final two, I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't be upset.
Well, of course
I wouldn't
not.
be upset.
Absolutely.
And I will say the other big shock of these two episodes so far is, like I mentioned, how palatable Nicole is. And
Yes.
I'm gonna refer to her by name.
Mhm.
I'm not just gonna call her Franzel. She's in on the joke. Because during the Naughty and Nice challenge, when she's like, nobody wants me going around singing. I have a horrible voice. Y'all already know that. I'm
No,
like,
no.
she's in on the joke finally.
I mean, we know.
She is such a. I have
Horrible
such a
voice.
horrible voice. You all already know that. Oh, my child, Arrow. Hi, Arrow.
Right.
I'm like, she's palatable for the first time ever in a Big Brother franchise for me. I'm going to be honest. And I'm like, you know what? Sure, Franzel. Sure. But we should probably talk about the actual episode. Sorry, I went on for a little bit. I'm just so excited about Reindeer Games.
I mean, I've had the day to process and get it out. You're just getting in it. So
I know.
Let you have your moment.
I appreciate my 11 minutes worth.
Yes. But yes, we get the Danielle and Brittany conversation happening. Then we get a conversation between Frankie and Xavier because Frankie wants to smooth things over with Xavier after putting him in the Santa Showdown against Cameron.
Which was a very great choice, by the way. Great choice.
I mean, if you want to get somebody out, you always put somebody who's just as good as they are. And because Cameron is not a slouch. Let's not act like Cameron's a slouch at these games and these competitions. He could have won. It's just Xavier was just a little bit better and faster in that game.
But who knew they were going to get a 3D 4-leveled 57-piece puzzle for the first Santa Showdown? Like,
it was crazy. It was crazy. But they had different strategies and they made it work. But it was still close. But yeah, so Frankie is doing what he needs to do, which is the smartest thing to do, is to try to smooth things over with Xavier. And Xavier's like, hey, look, I get it. It makes sense to do what you did. I understand. I'm not mad. He's like, because it may probably make more sense for us to work together, because if I go after you and take you out, who are they looking at next? So Xavier's considering working with Frankie. It was like, if we do, it kind of makes sense. He said, now, if this deal sticks, that's to be determined later. But as of right now, I'm thinking about it. So he's open. It makes sense for him to do that, for Frankie to do that. It makes sense for Xavier to consider it. And these players know what they're doing. They're not slouches. They're not stupid. They know how to play this game. And even something as different as Reindeer Games, they know how to do it. And so, yeah. Then we see a conversation with Cody and Nicole. And he's like, look, I'm the target. They're always coming after me. They're always going to come for me first. So you just relax. You don't have to worry about them coming for you, because they're coming for me. He was like, because Brittany already gave me the disadvantage in the last game. Taylor was coming for me in that game, putting Mel in my slot. So you can relax. They're coming for me.
Wow, I wonder why Taylor is coming after Cody after Cody talked so much shit about Taylor publicly on the internet for Taylor to see. Boy, Lana, I wonder why Taylor's going after Cody Cauliflower.
I mean, that, and Cody can win challenges.
We've seen it on 2 different seasons.
We've seen it happen. So it's like, who's a threat? Cauliflower's a threat. So,
but you know who else can win competitions? Taylor Hale.
And for you to publicly, like you said, talk about how she's a bottom tier winner, like you don't think she should have won. You thought Monty should have won their season. I wouldn't have been sitting there like, oh, Cody, it's so great to see you. I really want to work with you. Absolutely not. I don't. Absolutely not. I have no interest in working with someone who thinks so who does not think very highly of me as a winner. And it doesn't matter because not only am I a winner, but I won way more money than you.
Or almost unanimously.
And I won way more money than you. You're just mad because I won it all and you couldn't do that.
Can you imagine if Taylor wins $900,000 in the span
from Big
of
Brother
in the span of less than 2 years?
Yep.
I don't
do the Big Brother. I don't know.
Not spoiler, but I mean, she has openly said that the winner is someone that is not expected. The NDA from this must not have been that tight, because everybody is kind of just talking about whatever they want for this on online.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. You know who else needs to get out of here other than Cody Cauliflower? Jordan.
Oh gosh.
I could have my whole moment and have it about Jordan and the fact that she's rivaling Leah Michelle for reading skills. Like, Jesus.
I'm happy her 2 days are up.
Thank God.
Thank goodness.
You have at least 100 other people you could have chosen other than Jordan.
Why didn't they call Davon?
Exactly.
Why didn't they call Davon?
Why didn't they cast Davon on this?
I mean, Davon's been booked and busy. She might not have been able to do it.
True. And I will say we do have 2 powerful, beautiful Black women on this cast. I would have liked to see it be 3.
It could have been 3.
Because just imagine the level of mothering that we could have gotten with Danielle Reyes, Davon Rogers, and Taylor Hale playing the same game.
Please. I don't think our TVs could handle that kind of mothering. It would have all melted and crashed the internet.
I know. So they could only give us 2.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, Brittany is over here mothering as well, and I'm excited. She's mothering.
I'm gonna say the women are mothering in this game. I will even include Franzel in this. The women are doing what needs to be done. They are mothering in this game. I am pleased. Yeah.
I would agree with that for sure. Well, minus Jordan, but she's just the host.
She's an ambassador.
Oh, I'm so sorry. She's an elf ambassador. So I'll just say I am more excited to see Derek X and Tiffany as an elf ambassador than I will ever be Jordan Schroeder.
Lloyd.
Oh, I thought she took his last name.
She's Lloyd still. They introduced her Jordan Lloyd. So
don't get me started on fucking Clown Shoe, motherfucker. Anyway,
here we go. So yeah, Jordan always comes in and she just kind of brings the mood down for me. I'm like,
yeah.
But we listen to Jordan give her spiel about what the next naughty or nice game is going to be, and apparently the elves are sick and tired of singing these songs, and they have torn up all the sheet music and it's all over the house. And it's the job of the contestants to go and find which song the elves only decided that they want to sing. They don't want to sing everything, but there's one song that they will sing, and they didn't tear up that sheet music. So you have to go find all the torn up pieces of sheet music, go to the list and find the one that they will go sing. Once you find that, you ring the bell and lock in your answer.
Competition equity.
Mm-hmm. Anybody could win that.
We've been asking for 10 years for this, and they're going to give it to us on Reindeer Games. I feel optimistic. I'm not fully being like, oh my God, CBS, you better work. But this feels like a step in the right direction.
I feel like we're testing out games now
to see
what could work in regular Big Brother. And
I loved the Naughty and Nice challenge from episode 1 as well. I was I loved all the challenges from episode 1 because it was like a beautiful mix of mental strategy and physical strength.
Yep.
And that's all we've been asking for years. But I did love this challenge. I like that we're utilizing the house in this way too.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought this was a cute challenge. Unfortunately, most people wanted to throw this challenge.
Yeah, they were like, I don't want. They all felt the burn from Brittany's last win at the Naughty Nights. They're like, I don't think this was such an advantage, and just giving disadvantages to somebody is just putting a target on my back. Why do I want this? I don't think I want it. So everybody was kind of like, I don't really want it. There's a few people that actually wanted it. Cody wanted it. Frankie wanted it. Josh wanted it. Danielle wanted it. Everybody else was like, not so much. No, thank you. No, thank you.
And we get a bunch of wrong answers, but we ultimately get a winner. And Jordan's sheer lack of enthusiasm at announcing winners. She's like, everybody gather in the bakery. We have a winner.
Yeah. And the winner is Cody. Sure.
He won something. Good for
He
him.
won. Good for Cody. Cody wins.
A game-changing power.
Mm-hmm. He gets to pick his team for the next Jingle Bell Brawl challenge.
Yes.
And also give a disadvantage to one person on a team. So
on the losing team, or on the other team, not the losing
on the
team,
other
the
team.
other
Yeah,
team.
the other team.
Thereby giving a disadvantage to the entire
team. Exactly.
Now I knew exactly who he was giving who he was putting on the naughty list the moment he won. I was like, well,
absolutely.
There we go.
Like, okay. But obviously, apparently, he didn't watch the season. But anyway,
because he didn't know.
He didn't know. He ain't
full
know.
Strength.
He ain't know. He just didn't know. But anyway, you weren't supposed to say it. We still have to talk about it. Duh.
Well, we can talk about it later, but I wanted to acknowledge it now.
You always do that. You always jump the gun and say stuff before we get to where we're supposed to be.
Okay, well,
because it takes away the sting of now we have to know. Okay, but anyway. Reindeer Games. Anyway. So we get to Cody is now deciding who he wants to be on the team, and everybody wants to be on Cody's team. Everybody wants to be on Cody's team because they won't have a disadvantage, and it's Cody, and everybody thinks Cody's gonna win. Cody at this moment is like, I'm not gonna hide the fact that I'm close to Frankie. That's stupid. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna hide that fact. We're duo. We're team. We're allies. That's it. And I'm not gonna hide that fact. But he's like, Frankie is definitely gonna be on my team. And then he was like, probably Xavier is gonna be on my team. That's who I want. Now, who do I pick next? So he has these meetings. Danielle pretty much begs to be on his team. Brittany says if he puts her on a losing team, he's taking food out of her kid's mouth.
Again, another moment of quite literally mothering.
She was like, I mean, I'm not saying you taking food out of my kid's mouth, but you probably, yeah, you.
But you might be.
And so,
good. I'm glad she's using everything in her arsenal.
Right. She tells Josh she's not picking him because he's like, I'm just not going to pick you. I think, but we will keep you safe if we win. And that'll be 3 of us on one side who will definitely fight for you and keep you safe. So, but I'm not going to pick you. Josh is like, oh, okay then.
All right.
No. So then he has this conversation with Taylor, and he is gonna just tell Taylor, why did you put stuff in my card? Why did you put stuff in my slot? Still a little upset about her putting a card in her slot, even though he did not lose. He's still mad about it. And Taylor's like, yeah, I did it. I did what I did, and no regrets.
Yeah.
Like, what? It's the game. I'm playing the game, and that's just what I'm doing. And he's kind of like, oh, okay. Well, I see what you're doing. So, all right. I'm like, what did he want her to do, Meg? Like, I'm so sorry, Cody. I just didn't know what I was doing in the moment when I did it. No, she knew exactly what she was doing. but that also made him start wondering if he should put her on his team, and maybe if they lose, she can be an easy out, or maybe we should put her on the team. I'm like, okay,
Maybe
but
we should.
maybe we should. But Cody decides not to do that, and he picks his team of Frankie, Xavier, and Nicole. All of
Shocked.
his closest allies are on the
I'm
same team.
so surprised that he's going to pick all of the biggest competitors and Nicole. Whatever. Like, okay.
And I guess he felt like the other four were the leftovers, if you will. But you know what happens? But you know what happens when you put Taylor Hale with the leftovers?
She eats her Lays and gets her revenge.
Mm-hmm. And so that's the team. And then we have Josh, Brittany, Taylor, and Danielle on the other team, the red team. Icons, legends on their team. And so we get to the Jingle Bell Brawl, and we find out the Jingle Bell Brawl is the tipping tree, where they have to put ornaments on the tree and make sure it stays upright, and it's layers that you have to do this with. The first two are smaller trees, and then the top are bigger trees in the end. And so, yeah, this was a fun challenge to watch, because it's always interesting to see the balancing act. Competition equity. Anybody can win this game if you do it right.
You know who could not win this game? Xavier.
And Nicole Franzel.
And Nicole. Because then we also find out that Taylor's disadvantage for being on the naughty list is that she has to complete the tiny tippy tree before her team can start the whole thing, which ends up not even mattering.
She did it in 30 seconds.
She did it in 30 seconds while Franzel is struggling with the first tree. And Brittany's able to finish the first tree. No problem.
Franzel. Yeah. When Franzel finally finished the tree, Xavier takes over and struggle bus again. He can't put these things on there. Brittany finishes, Danielle goes, Danielle finishes, Taylor goes, Taylor finishes before Xavier even finishes it.
Yeah.
So by the time Taylor finishes, Josh is up, Xavier finally finishes it, Frankie goes, and Frankie is again having the same struggle, the same problems, can't get it up. And the winners of the Jingle Bell Brawl is Brittany, Taylor, Danielle, and Josh. And the celebration that occurred after that was cinematography gold. It was beautiful.
Giving us one of the most iconic moments in Big Brother history. When they are celebrating, Danielle jumping into Josh's arms, Brittany in the background throwing Brittany in Josh's arms, Danielle throwing snow everywhere, and Taylor Hale, the icon she is, does a somersault into the snow, flicks her hair back, throws up that snow, and we get the iconic line, well, you can't keep a baddie down. Iconic. The mothers, I saw someone tweet, again, I don't know who it was, I'm so sorry, but it was like, the mothers and Miami Ken are here to slay the game.
Yes.
And you know what? If this was the top four, not mad.
I'm not mad.
Not mad.
No. I ain't mad at it at all.
I think this is the top four I want, I'm going to be honest. Because I will say, I think I have finally come around to Josh Martinez.
I think Josh Martinez in this aspect, in this game, is very much what was needed for this cast. He is giving us because all of these guys are obviously strong alpha guys. And Josh is not an alpha guy, but he is strong. But he's the underrated strong. Like, people don't want to give Josh his props. Except Brittany, she's like, Josh has been on Instagram flipping tires and working out.
Flipping tires and shoving dumpsters.
Right.
It's one of the most iconic confessional moments we've ever had. Like,
she's the only one. Like, the guys don't give him the props. And that happens with him on the challenge as well. Because he's not that strong alpha guy.
And I think a lot of the people on this show fail to realize how many seasons of the challenge Josh has done.
Exactly.
Between BB19 and now. I think he's been on 6 seasons of the challenge now, at least.
I mean, not just, and he just did one challenge in the US, but he's been in other challenges, like on MTV challenges. So, yes, Josh is not a pushover punk like he used to. But the problem is everybody's and what they do to Josh, because Josh is still a sensitive guy, and they take the sensitive part and they take that for granted. Like, oh, Josh, he'll cry, and he'll cry, but he's still strong. He's still strong. But I think Josh doing this is amazing. I kind of enjoy him there.
Also, I got it right on the money. He's done 6 seasons.
Mm-hmm. With this cast, Josh was needed. We need that kind of fun atmosphere of but sweet. He's very sweet, and he knows where he lands with people in the hierarchy of Big Brother legends. He's great, and he's the winner. But you got Daniel Reyes, and you got a Cody and a Frankie, and a Nicole. I'm not gonna shun her either. They have done this, and Nicole has been in this house for almost 100 something days, but at this point, like, nobody has been in the Big Brother house as long as Nicole. So I'm gonna give her flowers too. So but he doesn't let that intimidate him to, throughout. I appreciate Josh in this cast. I think it was a great choice. But this was a great moment, and it was great to see that, as Cody called it, his super team falling to the leftover squad that he didn't want. And in a very, like, convincing win.
It was a very dominant win.
Dominant win for the red team. So they ate. I was the 4+4. They ate it. They did it. It was great. It was great, and I was happy for them. But so now they're all safe. And now they are tasked with the task of saving one person from the losing teams, and the final the 3 left remaining will now do the Santa showdown. And I was like, 3 people in the showdown? Okay, I'm here.
I love that every aspect of this is so unpredictable. We never know how many people, we never know what the format is going to be for the Jingle Bell Brawl. And now we never know what to expect with the Santa Showdown either. And I love that as someone that loves this game. I'm just like, I love the unpredictability and seeing what the players do with that.
Yes.
And I mean, there was a little bit of like filler stuff about, who do we save? Do we save Nicole? Do we save Xavier? The result was going to be, like, we all knew who was going to get saved. I did, at least. I was not surprised.
I mean, I wasn't surprised, but I feel like the conversations needed to be had because Josh Taylor and Danielle are in an alliance with Xavier. So the conversations needed to be had, like, do we save Xavier or do we put him at risk? But they know putting him in there, he's going to make it out. In their minds, they're like, he has a really good chance of making it out. The only sucky part is that it was the 3 of them, and they had to put him in there. And I'm sure it makes him feel a type of way, and I would understand why it would.
And he said, he was like, in the first moment of seeing some kind of emotion from Xavier in this game so far, he goes, well, damn, I guess I wasn't that close to them after all. And I'm like, oh, good. We're seeing personality from Xavier. Great. Love it. I like Xavier.
Look, here's the thing with Xavier. Is he boring? Yes.
Yes.
Does he have moments where we like, okay, I see it. He does have a sense of humor. He is a very funny person. It's just he's also very serious because like
Yes.
we saw it in 23 when he was Lucius. We saw it him playing Lucius. That was the funniest thing. We saw it in Reindeer Games when him and Cameron were getting down there for the showdown, and he was like, Cameron was putting his hair up.
Oh my god, that was one of my favorite moments from the first episode. I was just like, oh my god, personality from Xavier, thank God. Like,
and that's what we expect. Like, if you follow Xavier or seen him do his interviews with the royalty, and anytime he gets on a live, Xavier's hilarious. Xavier does some really silly, stupid things, and it's so funny when he's comfortable and when he's hanging out with the cookout and when he's with people who he, enjoys. He's funny. But I feel like when he's on these shows, he still has to be like, I'm in the game mode. I got to play this game and have to think about things and I have to make sure I'm saying the right things. It's just who we are as the people. I'm just saying. Yeah. We have to think about this game. We have to think about how we present ourselves on TV.
Of course.
And I think that is what he does. He like, I can be silly, but I need to make sure I'm not presenting myself in a way that is. And he's a lawyer. He has a career he has to worry about. So he can't be on TV just wilding out. So I think he just like very condenses his humor and make people.
I definitely got it. I definitely got it. I'm liking the goofy, funny moments that you're getting from X. I'm like, just give us a little bit more of it.
Yes, like, I would love a lot more.
A crumb more. I will say this though, because they do save Nicole.
Yes.
I think, honestly, if Nicole was in this challenge for Santa Showdown, I think Nicole still beats Cody and Frankie.
I do too.
And that's where I was like, oh, I would have liked to see Nicole with her back up against the wall. Like, I think that would have been... Because we know when her back is up against the wall, she can perform in challenges.
Mm-hmm.
We have seen her do that. And so I would have liked to see it maybe just a little bit.
And I think with this challenge, it would have been one that she could have actually won.
I think she would have been the first to finish.
Mm. But let's talk about this challenge, Santa's Showdown, because the showdown turns out to be it's 5 children. They all have their Christmas lists.
Yeah.
But they're very particular children, and they want.
We got some picky ass children in this.
Very picky.
This TV universe.
They are very particular. They want things that they have, what they like, but they have lots of things that they don't like. And you have to find the perfect toy for each child according to their list of likes and dislikes. And there's a lot of toys in there. They got toys everywhere, and then some toys that are almost similar but not. Mm-hmm. So they had to go and find, I think it was 5. We had 5 kids.
Yeah, there were 5.
And then put them in these gift boxes and ring the bell. So everybody was working individually. Now, me personally, if I was starting to run through this thing and couldn't find what I was looking for, I'm just going to follow everybody else around. And I'm just going to do what they do. I'm going to grab what they grab and go.
And that's what made what Frankie did in this challenge so smart. Frankie gamed this challenge so incredibly. Like, I think he did have some good moments of like, of finding things, and it was a really strong performance. But then when he couldn't figure something out, he's very observant. We know that from Frankie, and I love watching Frankie in this as well. I will say, I am someone that I did really enjoy Frankie on BB16. I enjoy Frankie in the outside world. I know that's not a popular opinion amongst the BB fandom, but I am someone that I do really enjoy Frankie. I see a lot of myself in Frankie, I think is what it is. And so seeing someone with a more boisterous and loud personality, that I gravitate towards that. But in this challenge, he gained the hell out of it, because the moment he saw Xavier run down with that telescope, it clicked. He was like, I'm going to also grab this telescope.
Exactly.
But I also would have been looking out for items where there were 3 of them. Like, because everyone has the same list. You're all looking on the same things. So if I didn't know what I was looking for, I would maybe start looking for the things that were in 3s, maybe. But yeah, this challenge is close.
It was close, but it came down. Xavier eight down. I was like, yes. And then Frankie was right behind him
Thank you,
and
Frankie.
won. Frankie Grande and
Thank
Xavier
you,
win
Frankie Grande.
the Santa Showdown, and I was very excited.
Yes.
And that meant
Yay!
yay. Cody is
Cody's
out of
gone.
here.
Cody's gone. Cody's gone. He's a flop. He's a flop. He flopped.
Oh, let
He's
me
a flop.
quickly do that.
He's a flop.
Cody's
He's a
gone.
flop. He's a flop. He's a flop. He's a flop. He's a flop.
Yes, Cody is gone. He has joined Cameron in the Reindeer Games of the sky. They're out. He's gone.
We're getting the white men out of this game immediately. With a straight white men out of this game immediately.
Period.
And I'm here for that.
Period. I love it. I'm here for it. I'm loving it. I wanted Cody to go. See, I was promised Cody was going first. That was the rumors, and I was like,
Yeah.
but then the Cam went, and I was like, oh, I'm not mad.
Great.
And now Cody's gone. So I'm like, yes.
I mean, it means that a girl, a gay, or a POC is winning this season. And you know what? I'm fine with it. Because at this point, honestly, any one of these 7 people could win, and I'd say, sure.
Okay.
There are people I would like to win more than others.
Mm-hmm.
The mothers, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, currently, I'd accept whoever wins. Personally.
I'm okay with that. I am happy with that. And I'm just like, yay.
I will ask one request of you, Lana.
Yes.
Now that we have 2 eliminated people, can we move Frankie up on the little graphic that we got behind us so that way he's not getting blocked by all the banners we do all the time, and instead it's Cameron or Cody? Is that doable?
I mean, it's doable, but like, sure.
I just don't want to block Frankie. He's still
we're not
actively
really blocking really Frankie. We're not.
Well,
really...
every time there's a banner that pops up, though.
Well, that's true.
Frankie.
That's
what I'm saying. Not even the ticker banner, just the normal banners are just. He's still in the game.
I will make sure on our next.
We can put cauliflower down there or something, or Cameron.
We'll move Cameron down and then put Frankie up.
Thank you very much.
Sure. But that is it, y'all. That is Reindeer Games. That's what it is. Episode 2. We will be right back here after episode 3 drops. We will come talk about Reindeer Games. And
apparently an all-time Big Brother episode. So I will be sat for this episode. I'm very excited.
I'm excited. And so we will be right here talking about all things Reindeer Games. But we thank you so much for watching. If you stuck around for these last 40-something minutes, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you. And if you subscribe and just let us know you appreciate us, we love you in the process. Hit all the notification bells because we drop videos almost every single day about almost everything reality TV. If you're a fan of Drag Race, go to our Drag Race channel, our drag channel, really, at The Cup Pod, where we do almost everything drag, and we drop videos almost every single day over there as well. And then if you're a fan of Eurovision Song Contest, we have another channel for you to go subscribe to. It's The Cup ESC, where we talk almost everything Eurovision. And apparently it's a busy month coming up because they got a lot going on in Eurovision. And
we had 3 artist announcements in 2 days, and I'm still trying to catch up.
Well, we love that. I mean, those who love Eurovision, this is the time of year for you. So check it out and hit all the subscribe, the notifications, and the follows. Follow us on our social media outlets at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, because we have some funny moments and we're some funny people. So check us out. You can also follow Logan and myself on Twitter if you want, or my Instagram right there. My TikTok is the same as my Twitter. So yeah, you can follow me there too.
My stuff is not the same. So
it's what it is. So yeah, check us all out. And if you scroll down a little bit further, you can see the link to our cup merch. So get all of our cup merch, or the mug, or anything else at lanagcreations.etsy.com. And with that being said, y'all, cheers.
Cheers. Ho, 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 bitches.
Deck the halls. and
Oh,
all of that.
come all ye faithful.
Oh, come ye all faithful.
Insert all the song names they had in this